Hello students, welcome back to the online sessions of Information Technology 12th Science. I am Mrs. Pramila Adia representing Seth Vidya Mandir Junior College of Science and Commerce. So today students, we are going to discuss about the last topic in CSS, that is about the positioning in CSS. Now when I talk about the positioning in CSS, what do you mean by positioning and why it is important? When I talk about positioning means where the element will be present on the web page. You have seen on the web pages, the element sometimes we can see it is on the left side, sometimes on the right side, top, bottom. So here we can do that type of styling also in our web pages with the help of this positioning. So today we are going to see how this positioning is possible and what are the features of this positioning and what new features we have got. Now there are four types of positioning over here, that is static positioning, fixed positioning, relative and absolute positioning. In the earlier versions we had relative and absolute positioning. This year we have static and also. So in this particular presentation you will be seeing that is different types of positioning, their examples, how they are, what is the syntax and how they are presented on the web page. Let us start with the first positioning. What do you mean by positioning first? The definition. CSS helps to position the HTML elements. The position property is used to set the position for an element. The element can be positioned using the top, left and right properties. That is where your particular sentences or whatever tags you are applying to your particular text. So how it can be positioned on the web page, that we will be seeing in this particular CSS positioning. Now what is the syntax? How we can write this? What is the correct form of writing the positioning properties using the attributes, values? So this is the first thing you can see over here. That is, we know that we are using the style sheet. So first we will get the selector. So what type of selector you are using? Along that you have the word position over here. In the curly braces you can see we are using the word position first. Write the position, then you give the value. Then you have again the four more attributes over here, that is top, left, bottom and right. So these are the positions of the element where we can find it on our web page. Let's move ahead to the next slide. In this types of positioning, you can see there are four types: static positioning, fixed positioning, relative positioning and the last one is absolute positioning. So these are the four types of positioning in CSS. As I said earlier also, we had two types in the earlier versions, that is relative and absolute positioning. This year we have static and fixed positioning. Now what do you mean by this positioning and how we can use this? These are the very beautiful features where you can place your element on the web page. Let us see one by one with the examples and how beautifully it is seen on our. Okay students, now we are coming one by one with the positioning. First is the static positioning. In this, what do you mean by static positioning? The word static itself means it is placed on the screen. So static. So here by default the element is placed on the web page. This is called as the default position, you can say. Static positioning means the default position of the element. That is, the element is not affected by the top, bottom, left and right properties. So here there is no need to give any top, bottom, left, right properties. You have by default the element will be positioned. The next one which you can see, that is called as the fixed positioning. When I talk about fixed positioning means what? The word itself fixed. That this particular element will be fixed on the web page. No matter whenever you are scrolling the browsers, what happened is the sentence or that element where you are given the fixed position, it will remain as it is on the web page. That is the meaning of fixed positioning. The third type of positioning is the relative positioning. Now what happens in relative position is, here you can see, you can set the element related to its normal position. Using this property, the element sets to its normal position. That is, here you can specify the pixels wherever you want that element on the screen. That is the meaning of relative positioning. And the last one you can see, that is called as the absolute positioning. In absolute position, what happens here, you can give the specific coordinates. You can define the coordinates over here for that particular element where you are using the absolute positioning. So in the next slide, you can see all the examples have been given of the positioning of CSS. So let's go to the next slide. Okay students, let us see the example of fixed positioning. As I said, the word fixed itself means whatever element, if you are giving the class as fixed over there, what happens is that particular sentence or that particular tag, whatever you have written in that element will be fixed on the screen, that is on your web page. You can see an example given over here in the fixed positioning. Here you can see the example is given with the class fixed and the position is given fixed over here. We have given the attributes of top and right also with the values as 50 pixels and 5 pixels, and the value, that is the property color, with the value blue. You can see in the body tag we have used the paragraph tags. We have used simple paragraph tags, that is all the 3 tags having the 3 different sentences over there. That is just a normal paragraph tag we have used. Then after that we have used the class fixed over here with the paragraph tag. So here we have used the fixed positioning CSS. It's written, the word, the sentence is written, this is the fixed position text. Okay, let us see what is the output you get over here. When you see the output on the right hand side, you can see where the paragraph tags had been used. It is placed normally on the screen, but on the right hand side you can see the blue line. That particular element is fixed on the browser, on the screen. This is the fixed position text. Here you can see we had used the CSS, that is with the class fixed. That is why you can see this particular element will be placed as it is on the screen. Even if I scroll the browser, what will happen? This text will not move. Right? This is the meaning of fixed positioning. This is the best example of positioning. So let us move next to the absolute and relative positioning example, students. Okay students, coming to the examples of relative and absolute positioning. Now you know already the definition of relative and absolute positioning. Here we can give the coordinates to the elements and we can specify where exactly we want that elements on our web pages. See, on the example on the left hand side you can see relative and absolute example. I have given both the things into one particular program, so it becomes easy for you to understand what you mean by relative and absolute positioning. Here you have used again the ID, that is first class. Here again the class is written over here first. You can see the position is given, the name of the position we are using, that is relative position first, and then you have given the top and the right. So you can see here we are given the top and the right in relative position as it is defined, that you can give the attributes as top and right. So that is what is given in this program. On the top it is given -10 pixels, and on the right property we have given the value as -10 pixels. We have also given the property that is color and the value as blue. In the next selector, that is in the H2 selector, you can see absolute position has been defined over here with the specifications of the left and the top. That is, in the left you have given the value as 100 pixels and in the top property you have given as 150 pixels. And also you have used the property of color with the value red. So now when you come to the HTML tag, here in the H1 tag we have used the class, that is first, where we have used the relative positioning. So that relative positioning you can see on that sentence, this is heading 1. And for the absolute position, you can see in the H2 tag, whatever is written, that will be giving the absolute positioning. So let's see the output. Now when you see the output, you can see over here on the right hand side, the blue color, this is heading 1, it is given. That is, it shows that here we have used the relative positioning. You can see in relative positioning we are using the top and the right properties. That is what it is there. That is, it is at the top of your web page and also that is tending towards the right, minus 10 pixels. That is, from right side it is moved minus 10 pixels and from the top it is moved minus 10 pixels. It is placed minus 10 pixels on the web page. Come to the next one, that is the H2 tag. In the H2 tag we have used the absolute positioning. In the absolute, as it is said, we can use the left, we can use top, left, bottom, right, everything, all the 4 attributes you can use over here. Here we have used the left and top. That is, the from left it is seen 100 pixels and from top it is 150 pixels on the screen with the color red. So these two heading tags shows you the relative and absolute positioning, how we can use on our web pages with the help of class. So this is the students about the positioning of CSS. So here we complete with our CSS. One important thing to be noted over here is, students, you have to learn the CSS very nicely, understand each and every topic, because such type of questions of CSS comes in the multiple choice questions, MCQs, where we have 3 correct answers. We definitely get such type of CSS questions over there. So it's very easy and it's a very beautiful property which we can use on the web pages. So my dear students, please see all the attributes, learn all the attributes properly, and where, which positioning, what is the syntax, how you can use the CSS in your files, that we can see. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot.